Hello everyone, welcome back to All Will Fall. Hope you're having a great day today. I've got a couple of things I need to take care of here, and it's a little weird. I made my save before accepting this event, before engaging with this event. This is just outsiders coming in, about 18 of them. And now I can't click it. And I find something weird happened. I can't click this event, but I have 18 unhoused people. So I think it they changed things with a recent patch and how outsiders work and the events, and apparently now there's no penalty for saying no to them, but there's a 50% chance that they'll stay anyway. Like, they won't listen to you when you tell them to leave. And when I loaded my save up, I think it automatically processed this and gave me 18 more outsiders without me engaging with this event at all. I cannot click this now. It doesn't actually open anything like this does. So I'm hoping it doesn't trigger twice, because I'm going to end up having 36 outsiders. I don't know if we can afford that many, but we will see. We will see if that's something that we can do. I don't know. Welcome back to this chaotic madness here. I'm trying to find my HQ, because I need to take some of these engineers out of it is what I'd like to do here, because I got to get engineers over here now. And I also need a lot more housing, which thankfully outsiders do perform construction duties. So there's at least that, and we're about to have a lot of wind. So, I mean, way more power than we're going to need. We've got these houses right here, right? And I've said, hey, we're going to start developing a housing block over here and everything. Oh my God. Okay, at least these are ones that want to become citizens. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, you can become functional citizens. That's cool. In the HQ then, let's find that again. I just never remember where it is. Right over here. Let's take the engineers out of there. Oh, where's my sailors? I just received sailors. Maybe they wanted to be workers. Now it says I have 4 available workers. Maybe it was workers. I thought they wanted to be sailors. Anyway, I wanted more engineers because it's going to be necessary to have them. Okay, so we have 18 people without a house, and that's a big problem. And now we have 4. Well, yeah, we have 14 outsiders now and 4 workers that need houses. These are going to take a bit to build. They just are. So I'm going to build another one over here, a little closer to like all this stuff. And I think we're going to make it metal housing because I can't build tall here. If I build tall, I'm likely getting in the way of this. I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure. Let's just kind of level my camera out with this and back up. Oh yeah, definitely going to be too tall. So I'm going to start interfering with these things if I build too tall. So instead of building 2 levels of wooden houses, which would net me 8 people for a smaller footprint, we're going to just take the 6. At least they'll have a little bit more security while doing so. But we'll go ahead and place one here, and then place one here, and place one here at the edge there over there. And then on this side, if we want to continue and make this another, bigger housing block, I could go off the back side here. Maybe even just, I don't know if there's enough support for it, but I could probably just go off the back here and attach these like that. And then just use this walk path here to just wrap around a balcony. But for now, we're just going to do this, all right? Because we're going to get these houses done. That's 6, 12, 18. That's going to take care of our homeless. And then we'll start building this. We'll go from there. But we need to be a little bit careful on accepting anyone else. Unless, of course, the game is going to auto-accept them. I don't know if this is going to trigger again. I guess we'll find out. I finally found this place. Event has expired. Okay. It says it expired. So they're not here. Okay, they're not here. Good. All right. Now, we have this storm. I don't exactly know what the significance of the storm is, because it doesn't seem like people are all that bothered by it. It doesn't seem like it does any damage to our equipment. Our buildings don't really seem like they're under any additional stress. So I'm not really sure if there's much significance to storms. Other than just like, yeah, we can have some cool visuals, and wind is kind of the only thing I'm thinking of here. We are not going to do HQ stuff. I'm going to actually just take people out of HQ. Although I think, don't they generate influence? Yeah, they do, don't they? I think they generate influence, which is good, but I think I'd rather have people at the moment. Yeah, I think I'd rather get people going. So if I can have the spare workers, you know, come over and build things, that'd be great. They have a long way to travel over this way. It's not ideal for houses to be over here because they're just so far away from everything. But I figured if we could maybe get engineers to live in metal housing, all the metal housing could be engineer housing, then at least I have engineers near all these turbines and they can quickly get to work. But they're most likely going to wake up and I mean, they're going to want to venture into this area, I think, anyway. And so I don't know if it's going to be all that helpful, but we'll see. We'll see. They should start building this house down here. At least the one at the bottom should get built here. And that would actually give us spare housing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're getting that glitch again. Yep, stuttering for days. That's it. Oh my goodness. Yep. I'm playing a slideshow now. We can go 1x speed, but maybe 2x speed will work. No, I gotta basically, if I want to have a smooth experience, I gotta be at 1x. Guys, I'm playing a slideshow right now. This is brutal. I'm not entirely sure how much further I'm willing to play the game if it's gonna act like this. I just have to hope that it gets better and stops after the storm, because right now I mean I've got more wind and rain happening right here, but the storm is this is the worst performance I've seen in this game since I've begun. So to the people who are asking me about performance before, here's your answer. Yeah, when you get to, you know, 150 or so people, there's your answer. It gets really sluggish around 150 people or so, and then all of a sudden it ends, you know, like all of a sudden it's fine. It does this. So hopefully they can track it down. That's it. I'm going to try not to focus on it anymore, and I'll just cut around the problems now. But I just wanted to show you reality a little bit. But you see, again, now it's seemingly completely fine. Now it's not stuttering at all. So there's got to be some kind of activity. Maybe it's pathing, you know, like calculating people's pathing and where they want to walk. And as soon as a certain number of people are done moving towards a task, it just frees up. You know, I don't know. We got some stuff floating in through here, and I'm tempted to, like, this is awesome how everything is just flowing through here, but I need to get more things to catch it. Like, I want to put some more of these things down here so we catch all this stuff. I think this will actually catch it, right? It'll run into this. So I think that kind of serves as what we need. We don't have anything right here to catch it, though. So, like, ideally, I'd like all the things that are floating through here to just stop right here, right? So if I could get some of these in, and I don't know if it'll let me, but it looks like maybe it's not gonna let me. I don't think it's gonna let me do this. I may have to reinforce. I have a bigger one here. I might have to reinforce this. We'll see. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it seems like it's gonna be okay, but I think I want another one right here. Yeah, just a little bit ahead of it, I guess, like that. So it's not lined up, but it'll still stop it. I guess the only way to fix it would be to not have it like this, but it's okay. I think this will serve. It'll serve the purpose, unless it stops here and then somehow flows between. That would be weird, right? What's the chances of that happening, I wonder? And it just, well, I could do this. Probably looks better to do this. We'll just do this. Okay, so this will give me, yeah, it's not completely lined up. Oh, it's not completely, I flipped it. That's why. Hang on, abort this. I flipped it. This will be lined up if I go like this. Yes. Okay. Now it's lined up. So that'll stop all this debris, right? All this stuff that's floating that way. We want to stop that. We want to stop this too. So we have a little spot right here. Since ships can go through this little thing, it just seems to make a lot of sense to me to have all these things everywhere. So maybe we can start it. Looks like this is far enough up, but yeah, I want the boats to be able to walk underneath it, or to go underneath it. So we will put it right here, I think. Yeah, right there. There. And then it doesn't attach. Yeah, it's not attaching here. Well, let's see. Maybe I can... No, I mean, it's just going to be that way, right? I can't really go halvesies. But if I want to give it extra support, then I would have to do something like that. And then maybe, can we make this a walk path by chance? Is there any way I could turn this into a walk path? It's already coming out right here. So it could be. It could be. What about, if I put this down like that, I think I could maybe make it to where it goes. Just trying to see if there's any way I could rig this up, because there's housing right here now, right? And I kind of want to make that happen if possible. I'm wondering if maybe, yeah, like a stair here, and then instead of this one, you place a stair here instead. So maybe like a double, like the double stair here. Yeah, like this. Oh, come on, don't do that. Oh, you silly Billy. It just won't, it won't line up the way I want. I want it to be... Okay, try this. Now, will you line up from the bottom of that piece? Yeah, like that. God, you gotta be really specific with it, but it will work. All right, so that gives me a walking path across from here. So now people on this level... well, not yet. No, not yet. We still have to wrap it around, don't we? But I can do that. So it can come out like this. And then we'll place a stair here that brings people around like so. Kind of like that. It'll let people walk across this, but we're also now still trapping all that stuff. Yep, and then over right here too, we want to place one. So just really putting in everything I can think of as far as trapping all this stuff goes. I think I'll put it... I don't want to go too low because then the boats can't get through, but at the same time... Yeah, it could also serve as a walkway, right? I want to get over into the side, so I guess it would be all right. So we can go about like this with it. That should be enough to stop it. I think, yep. If I do one more, it kind of looks a little funny clipping through, and I think this is enough to block pretty much everything I care about anyway. So I could do that. We could also maybe do this. This would just block it if I just go straight down like that. Sure. And then we now have a walk path to this area too. I think they'll walk across this. So if they won't walk across this, then I'll place these down and then they definitely will walk across it. And I do kind of want to see if they use these as walkways because I don't think I've ever seen them use it. It's because I mount it to the underside of other walkways. So I really haven't had much of a chance to see that happen. But see, yeah, it's getting blocked right here. Now, they can go underneath this. They can go underneath this. And I don't want them to be able to do that. Like the debris and stuff. I don't want the debris to be able to do that. So I want to take and say, maybe make even more of these. I got so much wood, so I might as well just lock this down. Yeah, like that. Same thing here. Let's just lock this down. Oh, they're not going to let me do that. Oh, interesting. Really? Doesn't let me do that. Well, I mean, that almost takes care of what I needed, but maybe it's okay if I do it from the other side. The boats can go underneath, right? The boats can go underneath. So maybe I just come in from the other side instead. Adding too much weight to the centerpiece again, right? So maybe instead, if they go under here, then we stop them like this side. This needs to drop as well. I guess I'm just going to spend time fixing these. You know? That's where I am. That's what we're doing now. I had other plans, but this is what we're going to do instead. I will mount it here. Yeah. And that takes care of it. I want to have just a little bit of support on that side, so we'll go like that, I guess. Just so it has something to stick to on there. Probably make that look a little cleaner by going back here, just because. And then I guess if I do another one, it kind of attaches this as a walkway. So we'll just do that, I guess. All right. So now the debris is all getting blocked that way. I want to block it from this side too. Yeah, I do. I really do. We can go in. Looks like this is already a walk path right there. So I could do it from here. Would be okay. And again, get left with a little bit of a space here that we can attach to like so. And then we just need to have a way down from there. So I can attach one piece right there, bring the stairs like so, attach. Seems good. All right. Now they have another walking path over through there. Stopping all the debris, man. Junk NATO bringing all this stuff through here. We got group leaders fighting. I think I'm going to wait a day to really do anything about that. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Always put it off for tomorrow. Just kick that can down the road. All right, so 2 houses here. Looks pretty good. They're in range of the house, so they should have really good quality, safety, comfort, etc. We need to have, maybe more decor or something like this, but that's fine. Let's disable outsiders from living here. And then I want to get up and start looking at the second floor of houses here. So I want to get that one put in too. And start looking at the second floor. Now, for the second floor on this, we do have this little arrangement here, but I don't know if that's a permanent thing. I'm not sure I'm going to have that there later on. I do want to also prioritize the collection of that to get it out of the way. And so in the interim, we'll have our walk path that does this. And I think what I can do is maybe just bring... I don't want to get rid of this because the tree is there. But I think if I just, in the interim, as a for now thing, just cannot get it to stick to that. Yeah, it's not going to do that. It's not going to work. Okay, we'll have to wait for it to build for a second. I finally found this place. More of them. Okay, I can afford 12. I think the food will be okay. It's a little bit rough right now. But I can add more foods. If I get more these guys to change jobs, I can get more food producers going. Let's see about maybe for now, as a for now thing, let's see about maybe going like this. All right. Just as a for now thing. You can't attach to that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Am I overweight on this structure already? Shoot. Yeah, I can't add this. No, it seems fine. It was saying no, but now it's telling me yes. So I guess. All right. Well, the group leaders are fighting. I guess I'm going to have to tell them they're all equally worthless again, because that's what I'll do. I'll gain more influence that way. For the policies on this, you or them, more freedom, power over them. I like this. More happiness, less daily influence, I think is okay. Influence gains by 25% is still pretty good. If I can get to this, then this little tiny bit here doesn't necessarily matter. Kind of offsets, doesn't it? It just cancels it out. So maybe it's not worth it. Production speed is good. Small lab. Nah, I'd rather have other things. Headquarters getting more. So gain influence faster. Lab. We're not even researching anything right now. I probably should be. What do I want to research right now? Advanced storage. I don't have the logistics for these guys, right? So maybe I should get these guys. I got the logistics people for food, but I don't have the other one. So let's do that one. Death penalty is banned. I like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because it's just straight up happiness gain without any cost to me. I wasn't doing the death penalty anyway. Let people relax more and gain more or control over them. We can get them relaxing. Bar, bathhouse, junk shop, fight ring, all get one production output. Headquarters, lighthouse, radio tower, smoke beacon getting output. We could do this. Oh, we're so close to this. I want to get that influence gain. 92 influence left. I'm not giving them goods just yet. Happiness per house quality, but less 10% daily influence drop. So I want to avoid dropping daily influence. This one's okay. Extroverted society. This one's okay. Yeah, production output is all right for the leisure buildings, though. Is there anything more useful to me? Outside world. Work. Work is good. What are we working for? Push your people to the limit to let them have a happy life. I think it's just this, yeah? Just a bit of hope. I think I already have that, though, don't I? Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. It's just too expensive for me to enact for now. All right. Diet. +2 happiness per food. Yeah, they have a lot of food, so I think we'll do this. All right. That's going to get me more influence gain. Right? I get this. So lots and lots of freedom. This junk NATO is just lingering on, isn't it? We're going to have people building our metal housing over here now. Something has fallen. Have something collapse. What collapsed? That's an achievement. Having something collapse. What was it? I hate that it just gives you no information whatsoever. It's like, hey, something fell, but it doesn't tell me what that something is. I mean, maybe the junk NATO actually does do things, because so far I haven't seen any consequence whatsoever for the junk NATO, but I still don't see the consequence. It's... What is this? Steel cable. Why are you up here? Can I move you? I didn't put you here. I have to get there. Yeah. I have to get... It's been on the top of this building. I just kind of want to get it now. Housing, we're looking at 164. That's about to change with these houses getting built, assuming they do get built. We do have all the resources for it, so it looks like that is going to happen. Let's see what the outsiders... Go ahead and open the event, I guess. So now they have this thing where find another place we're full, and we can confirm that. Well, that's not what the interface told me last time. Last time told me they had a 50% chance of staying anyways. So... All right. I want the goods, though, so come on in. 16. That means there's 7 of you without a house. So as soon as these get built, you'll have a house. Although, again, I'm going to disable outsiders from living here. So you'll have to find a house in the main housing block, which is over here. This is our original. I'm going to call this Old Town. Okay? Yeah. Or I could call it the Tower. Yeah, the Tower. That's okay, too. It's not really an old town, per se, but still pretty good, I guess. It is our original housing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we're starting to see some things collapse. Right here. Whatever this is collapsed. This is what collapsed right here. I wonder if it falls into the sea and then the boats can collect it again. I wonder if that is a thing. All right, so you're going to complain now. Yeah, that tracks. All right, I got a better solution for you then. We're going to get rid of you and you and you. All right. And we're going to do this. Well, now I would like to eliminate this floor if I could. We can always rebuild it. That's it. We can rebuild it. So once it's there like that, I want to go in and I want to tell them to eliminate this. And then once they're done eliminating that, we can eliminate this. And then let's give them an alternative route to get into there so they can still go to work. Okay? Okay. Sailing trader is here. I got 86 goods for him. And tools, junk, water, not really all that useful. I think I'll take the tools. I will eventually need them anyway. So I think we'll take the tools. Seems good. Okay. Let me take a look at this housing block. So now, right now, it's telling me that these are going to collapse. That the houses will collapse. So, yeah, I am very... I need to find a way to support these things. And I'm not sure there is a way to do that unless I add additional supports from the very bottom base down here. So maybe I need another one. I have some materials for concrete. This is the very bottom as I understand it. So if I was to do something like, I need more vertical support is what I'm thinking I need. So if I maybe go like this. Now, does that fix it? I just want to analyze that because it should theoretically make it more strong. And there it goes. It's stronger now. Okay. As long as you're attaching it to the absolute foundation, right? Because otherwise you're just adding pressure to lower levels. But this is the lowest level. And it's this huge, thicko block. So it's like infinite strength or something there, I think. Down here, I want to get this going too. But I also want to get to this area so we can see what's in that box. So I'm going to kind of put this down so they can potentially get to that in the future. They should be able to get to that in the future. Yep. All the boats are getting that stuff out of my way. Thank you for that. I want to make this even stronger. We got a long way to go up there, right? We're going to be building up if I can. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again. Build this up. And it doesn't allow me to build that, probably because I'm out of materials. Okay, it's just a material problem. Good. We will wait until I have the sand. I believe the sand. Yep. We need 10 sand to build that. And then I want to see just how strong this stuff is. So this right here shows 1355. We've got orange already on the bottom. Yikes. So as we get more sand, hopefully in stock, I'm waiting for that to happen. There we go. I should now be able to put this here. And if I place that there, advanced storage is done now. If I place that there, this is now 7601. Okay. So we're definitely getting some more strength here. I should be able to get higher levels here, but now I have this structural problem somehow. So this is an issue now. What is going on here? All right, I wanted to break this down anyway, so let's break all of this. Obviously, everybody down there is trapped at this point. This is supposed to be my central column as my housing goes around this way, and the housing is going to attach to this, so this can help it hold it up. It's going to attach to this, so this can help it hold it up. And I kind of wanted to see if there was a way for me to get it to attach over here too, just so these three structures can help the whole thing stay afloat, you know, to support it. But clearly, this is not going to work out as a spiraling. Yeah, okay. Let me see. So first, I'm going to build this so we can get these guys running. I think it's probably a good idea to place this in the inside here, but it just won't let me. I can't place anything here. Can I reinforce this? Just like I've been doing under the... Like, this is the bottom, right? Yeah. So maybe we could do the same thing here on this middle section. I can go through the middle here. Add additional supports. That might help. But I'm out of materials. I need one more, and I want to see what that does. I'm out of materials there. Okay, so I need to give these guys a way up there, though. So let's go with... For now... Just a really easy way of doing this, I think, is to bring this down to the bottom layer like that. Okay. Yep. And then on... wait. Nope. Nope. This is my easy solution as a for now. I need everything to be reinforced. But I want to also, you know... work on like breaking, like, for instance, this stuff right here down if I can. So let's put it here for now. This will be down to that level, and then we want another one that breaks it down to this level. Okay, what about these? Unable to reach their homes. All right, so in this case, it's an engineer. I wish there was a much better way to like take me to this person. But it just doesn't. It arcs it instead of like just flat out pointing at them. So it looks like they're over here. Maybe it's this engineer that's in this area. So they're just unable to get to their houses from here. How is that a thing? You should be able to reach this. This is a nice walkway. I mean, if you can get here, then surely you can get here. Do I need to back you up? Maybe. I mean, okay, so they're walking on this. They're walking on this just fine. And then they have a walkway here, which, again, they can report to this part, so they should be able to get into this, too. If you can build it, you can get in there. So it's got to be something over here. Diagnosing the pathing issues in this game, I'm just saying, there's definitely something to be desired. I'm sure some of you have like a trick or something that takes care of it, but I don't immediately see that. Like, I have to track down where these two people are. I believe they're inside that science. I believe they're in here. So if they're in here, what is stopping them from getting... Like, they've been able to interact with this because they're in there. So they're in this tower. If you're in this tower, you should be able to walk across this. And then you're going down and down and then up if you want to, or you come around this way. It's kind of a long path, isn't it? But you can walk through here, as others are doing, and that gets you to this ladder, which others are using, and that gets you to here, which others can get to, all the way to here, where people are actively at work and can be here. So I think for pathing's sake, if people can reach this point to build it, then they should be able to reach that point to live there. I'm trying to track it down, but I don't see any difference here. Now that this floor is eliminated, we can rebuild it. So we can come in and get rid of that. And we can go over, I think probably this will be enough. I don't know. We will... Yep, it's going to be a camera day. It's going to be a camera day. Here we go. One there. And then one... Right? Is that it? Yeah. That? Yeah. All right, let's check it. Seems good. All fine. Just do this to kind of complete that. There we go. Everything is good there. So this one is inaccessible as well. So there's definitely some kind of pathing thing going on here. I'm just not seeing it. Probably something that collapsed that I don't see. Would be nice to know what that is. So this person cannot reach... It's at this point, looks like. Okay, maybe it's this. Ah, I see this. I see that. Okay, and then maybe I can wrap it around even. Because, like, as we... Oh, I don't think they're going to be able to go under that anyway. Yeah, they can't go under that. It's fine. Because as they break down the floors and change things, right, these guys can go there now. So this is good. This is good. What about those houses? Are those houses good now? They are too. Interesting. So it's just that little bit. I fail to see why that spot right there would have any impact at all on these people being able to reach that house, but okay. Perhaps the big dotted line wasn't going to here. Maybe it was going to some place in here. Maybe it was going to this structure somewhere. That's possible. Maybe it was even going to this mysterious structure, right? Which I'm going to now tell them they don't need to work at anymore because I still don't know what the heck that thing's doing. All right, we have tons of food. I think maybe, just maybe, we could get people to like allow people to eat more, drink more, or I could just take on more people, which is, yeah. We need to get rid of the strict rules. Settlement is moving towards a free society, yet we still have some constraints. Constraints? Isn't it constraints with a T? Never mind. Never mind. Captain, we demand you get rid of them. The developers of this game really love this word. You see their recent patch notes? It's like 4 times they've used it. I've very mixed feelings about that, but okay. You know, they're free to use it if they choose. It just sets a certain vibe, right? And well, I mean, it's a choice. That's certainly a choice. It'll take some time. No thanks. Without some rules, freedom is just anarchy. I don't like that either, but I don't have the 60 influence. 1 away. Okay. I might be able to just use this one. Have less than 0% order. Current 10%. Less than 10% order. Current 10%. So I need to have less order now in order to use this. No, I think I'm just going to suck it up and take the influence bump. Losing 17 citizens isn't something I want to do. 17 citizens is kind of massive. Is it going to be outsiders, though? Because that's okay with me. I suspect it's probably not outsiders that I lose, but it's a mixture of a whole bunch of other people. I have 1 day and 20 hours to let this linger, and perhaps I will have what I need by then. Changing social groups. Can I? This looks like a button I can click. Oh, here, look at this. Leader of the Outsiders. Okay, hang on. I've never clicked that button before. Look, living here ain't free, so I can gain goods, lose their loyalty, lose influence. Send word out that we can take in more people, gain 3 outsiders, lose influence. Either you reduce your head count or I will. Never mind, talk to you later is probably better for that particular thing right now. So it looks like I can get various different things from these guys. I don't recall these buttons existing before, but I think they probably did, and I just don't remember that they're there. I probably just didn't see it. Streamer blindness is a thing. I know, like, some of you guys are sometimes wondering, like, why does he not see this? Or these things? Why do we not? How does he miss the things that are on the screen? So it's right there. And I invite you to research streamer blindness, or it has various different names, but streamer blindness is one of the names for it. I invite you to just try your best. You try to record a gameplay video, even if you don't plan on uploading it. Just play your gameplay and then pretend that you have an audience and pretend that you need to speak what you're thinking while you think it. And I think you'll find that while you're doing that, you are missing things too. If you go back and look at your footage, or you go back, and I think you'll find you miss things too. Streamer blindness is a very real thing. We all experience it in this industry, and it has a lot to do with, the ability for a person to have a good attention span and to retain information while under stress, while under pressure. There's a lot of research on that too. I think Tom Scott actually has a video about the brain not functioning as properly while under pressure. I think that's a thing. There's a video he's got it on there too. But anyway, it's a very real thing, and it's not just my fault. It's not just me. I want to change our leader. I don't want the cheerleader. So let me see. So these are workers, which I like society buildings, but I would like something better. So green buildings is okay. Yeah, probably green buildings. It gives me more food, and I can give other people more food too. But this person's giving me happiness. The other one isn't. This one is. I guess I have to keep the cheerleader. Or I can switch to green. I have plenty of food, but I would really like to have more. I would. And then so +5 happiness. I would lose. Would I lose anything? Yes, I would lose this benefit here. Oh, that's a good one too. I don't want to lose this benefit. So I'm actually going to take... I either gain plus 15% production speed for specifically green buildings, or I gain 25% production efficiency to all of their workplaces. Right? So it's just better to keep the cheerleader here. And then, society buildings are specifically going to get production speed bonuses, but whatever. Okay, for the research, let's go down social. I want to see about getting the bathhouse, the bar, etc. I want to start improving their lives a little bit, okay? I think that's a good thing. Now we have even more workers. Now 13 spare workers available, by the way. And I think because we have such a good high amount of workers, maybe we can look at improving our food a little bit more too. Maybe. I also kind of want to add another one of these because junk is a little low. What about over here? Wonder if I can get that to happen over in this building. We're already down here this far. So maybe I can get rid of this floor. That shouldn't be a problem. And then I can start working them down from there to get rid of these things. Yes. Instead of the stairs here, though, because it kind of goes out too far, I think I'm just going to allow them to go straight down with the ladder here. And then from there, we can bring them around maybe to this ledge, and I can place the junk catcher. I can place that over here, maybe. Ooh, it's not really going to cooperate with me, is it? Kind of need to be out a little more. Maybe here. Oh, 49%. That's not going to work either. Yeah, none of these places are super good. Kind of used up a lot of my water space already. Till I get over here anyway. Still not at the moment. Well, hang on. What's this? Okay. Okay. This will work. Down here. They can reach this too. Put a junk catcher there. And then I want batteries. Need a battery zone. So lots of tools. I have enough to build 3 batteries. I have enough resources right now to build 3 batteries. Let's place these somewhere that's not in that central tower. I want to place them. Yeah, how about down here? It's kind of out of the way, right? It's out of the way, but it's nice. I think we're going to go like this, and like this. 3 batteries right there on the side. And then we just need to get down there to actually, be able to build them. So I have a ladder that comes down here. That'll let us get there, but then I'm just going to have it go from here. We'll go about here, I guess. Come on, get down there, camera. So something like that gets us to this lower level. Yep. And then from here, we can just go up from here and gives me access to building one of the batteries from there. Okay. And then all of this stuff is marked to somebody was beaten to death. Ugh. Group leaders are responsible for this bullshit. I lost this. No, I didn't. I will lose it though. If I do this option, I will lose that. Hey, no group leaders have my back. I like it. We are good enough actually to do that. So let's just let that happen. And then as I get better research, bathhouses, etc., as I get that stuff, make their life better, it'll be great too. Okay, so batteries are going to start being produced, and we're going to have a lot more storage once they are. Just let me see if there's any ridiculousness here. No, okay, no workers. Okay, just making sure we're not really silly. What about like placing one of these gravity batteries? I think I like maybe placing it over here. There's already one there. Okay, well, I was thinking before then, wasn't I? How about right here? I mean, it does technically work. And technically is the best kind of work. It will work. So I think we'll do it. We'll add a battery right there too. Just gravity batteries right there too. So lots of power storage is going to make us very resilient. We can really take advantage of when the wind is blowing. Really store all that power for when the days when it's not blowing, etc. And then I don't have an extra sailor for this boat. Maybe I can get one of them to be a sailor. I still have 9 days to decide on that one. And I'm trying to figure out precisely why these things keep glowing. Because normally when you see that, it's like, hey, pay attention to me. There's something new. But I don't see anything new since I last clicked it, which is now. And it's still glowing even though I just clicked it. So it's a little confusing. I'm not sure why it's glowing at me. I don't want to process any more food into fuel. I have enough fuel. In fact, I might even have too much fuel. Maybe I'll reduce the workers because I don't need this much fuel. So we'll go over to the other one if I can find it. So that way we can preserve a little bit more food. Somebody said also I can click the resources and it'll show me all the buildings that produce this thing. So if I click this, yep, like I can see this part. I guess I just never bothered to look at the list of things and go, oh, I want that thing. But in this case, I do want the food to fuel. And so I'm looking for like where the other one is. It's right over there, right? So if I double click this, it'll show me where that is. Okay. And then I can just take, let's take one of the engineers out of it and maybe even one of the workers. And we'll just do 1 out of 3 on that. We'll see how that goes. I want to get also, it's the warehouse. Yes, these things. People can move things around, right? I want to be able to do that. We can't place any more housing here, to my knowledge. We can't place any more knowledge here. Let's just... Yeah, we can't place any more anything in there. However, we could place one of these over here. This is fine. And if I was to do this, it would probably move stuff around from here and move stuff around from here and slide it around. So I could have somebody working in that spot since I can't place anything else there. I could also do another one maybe on this side, probably right there. And we could do one more, let's say right in the main structure would be a good idea. How about we put it right in the middle? Let's say right about here. Right about here. Okay. So we'll have a bunch of people, logistics, kind of moving things around later. I like it. There's light and darkness. The outsider slips you a note and whispers into your ear. Praise the moon, for he is light in the darkness. You have my attention. Just stop whispering. What is this? Altar. Okay. Okay. Capacity 4 people. Everyone's allowed. Requires leisure time. Praise this, you. Yeah, exactly. I told you they love it. Outsiders. Yeah, I think I don't really need the... I'm going to take the altar. I want to improve people's lives. And I think that the leisure buildings... I need more leisure buildings for that. Let's place this altar, though, like right over here. You can come down here and do the altar thing if they want to. Or maybe... Well, what's the benefits of this? Produces servings. It doesn't really have like an AoE or anything, so... Perhaps it's best to place these things up top for people. How about here on the edge? They have spaces around them that are not overlapping, so they don't actually share any tiles. Everyone can use them at the same time, is what I was thinking. All right. What about this? What's going on here? C access is blocked 70%. Okay. Well, I mean, if I move you, let's say back one. No? There's a person standing there. Okay. We'll move it there then. What do you think of that? It's a fishing hut. I don't really want it by this because it can get disrupted, but it wouldn't let me place it where the guy was sitting, so I'm going to move it now there. Now that's 100%. There we go. There we go. All right, so now, see, now we have like a 0 or a +1 on fuel, right? We're just basically maintaining our fuel supply while just getting a whole bunch more food. Love it. Okay, let's take and get good amounts of water. Engineers. Okay, I'm gonna bump everyone's food to 4. Except for the outsiders, and we're gonna see what that does to my food supply. I have enough people to certainly work more food production buildings, so it's okay. I just want to see how those rations affect my actual supply, and it looks like we're still fine. Production is still exceeding consumption, so we should get people happy by being able to get that going. And then once we have our bathhouses, I'll go after probably the bar after that. Yeah. And then we have a trading port. 10% chance to attract a trader after each production cycle. Which working port increases this chance? Wow. Probably want this after we get this. Then we can just buy all the things we need. Maybe this will be the next thing I go for. Be probably a good thing to get, you know. Let's take a quick look at our logistics buildings that have been getting built right over here. There we go. So I want workers there. I want workers in the other one, which is right over here. There we go. And then workers in the other one right over here. All right, so now we have plenty of logistics people kind of spread out. Looks pretty good. I have 26 sand. It's really not that much, but I'm hoping it's enough to complete this. I'm not hoping it's enough. I know it's enough. So I want to see the difference, though. So just by adding that little bit right there, let's pick a random structure. Let's say the structure... Actually, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Let's say the random structure is this one. It's a mere 8. Okay, it's barely hanging on there, okay? I can't add anything here. It's an 8. But if I do this... that is going to add another vertical support from this base to this floor. And I just want to see if that changes anything about this house. Okay, so we'll off click it and then re-click it. And it's still an 8. Okay, so it's not like all structures get it. It's, let's see. Now, if I had that vertical support there, if I add another one here and then here and then here, etc., right? If I do that, I wonder if that makes any difference at all, right? It probably doesn't, but I gotta know, right? So let's see this. I wanna see this. So if I go like this, now this whole thing is gonna collapse. That's weird, isn't it? Because it wasn't gonna collapse before. Now all of a sudden it's gonna collapse. Doesn't make any sense. We'll put it back, I guess. You've become reliant on it already? Okay. Do this too. I want to add more going up there if I can. Right? I don't think it'll make a big difference, but I'm trying to like see how the game is interpreting where support is. And like vertical structures directly connected to the ground down there, to that bottom level, I think theoretically strengthen the structure, right? We've seen that happen with these metal ones already. This was like 1300 something and now it's 7600 something. We actually have more support there now, right? So, and I could probably even increase this further if I was to take this right here and then, well, I can't connect it to the bottom, so never mind. Yeah, never mind on that one. Belay whatever I just said. Doesn't matter. Right here? Why are you not working? Fishing hut? Get back to work. I moved it, and I never put the worker back. That's why. All right. Contacting the outside world. Smoke beacon, radio tower, or lighthouse. I thought I had already done that. Radio tower, smoke signal, lighthouse. I thought I had already built one of these, but I guess not. I actually don't have access to them. I do have the fighting pit, the fight ring, though. I never built that. Maybe I should build that. There's a junk shop, too. Ooh. Did I not build that either? I don't think I built that either. I built the other one. I built this one, thrift stand. Never built this one, though. Well, let's get this one in there. Let's say that you are right here next to this. That seems like a good spot for you. Yeah, right there. Right there next to that that warehouse. So anyone that wants the junk can go down there and get happiness from it. Good. All right. Now I'm getting access to the radio tower. Okay, that's interesting. It just flat out appears here. A leader's full potential. Increase happiness to 50 for at least one social group. Change groups, you say. Okay. Happiness to 50 for at least one. Well, the radio tower attracts new engineers, right? And that should probably make engineers happy. And so if I do this and I build that, I get +3 from the engineers. There's at least that going on. They love that they get more food rations. I'd like to get you more water too, but I am seeing this drop. So I just need to see how stable that is, because if I have to add more food structures to compensate, then that's going to dip into the water anyway. And I don't want to raise this just to have to lower it again. But yeah, I think I will build this radio tower. Sure. Now, where does the radio tower need to be? It's just generating influence and attracting engineers. It doesn't say it has to be anything specific. Okay, nowhere specific then. But I feel like the higher up you go, the more sense it makes, sort of thing. It doesn't need to be in this area near a wind turbine. It could be... I mean, I could put it on top of this. If I just bridge this gap and bring it up here, I could just set it right here. Maybe just set it on top of this. That'd be all right. Oh, does it take a worker? Oh, it does. 2 workers. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That makes sense. It's got a... You know, what are you going to do with a radio tower? Well, you have to broadcast from it. Oh, okay. So you need people to do that? Probably. About right here, then. I'm not really using this area. Yeah, let's put it right here. Let's say... it's not very high, Like, certainly there's higher places it could be, but it is kind of wide open in that direction. So I'm thinking like the radio tower is just like broadcasting outwards. So we could say maybe right there on the edge, like that. And then I have these homes restricted to engineers, by the way. So over here, engineers and workers are allowed to be here, but then these two houses are strictly engineers. And that keeps the engineers living really close to their workplaces, which I presume, you know, engineers have to travel a great distance to get to these. So I feel like if I can just have them live here, then it won't take so long, you know, to get there. We are still overproducing electricity by a considerable margin. So we are safe to add additional food buildings. And it doesn't have to have good access to the sun. So I'm thinking of putting it down here. Oh, I can't though. Like if I do that, then it's only one building. Yeah, I can't do that. Well, maybe off the side, but it's already hard enough to get in here. Ooh, hang on. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I mean, it's a little far away though. Yeah, I just need to get rid of all this wood. I haven't read any comments yet. I'm kind of recording ahead of time, but I'm hoping that one of you guys have an idea of how to get rid of this wood, because I feel like I've tried everything at this point. I haven't. If there's a way to do it, obviously I haven't tried everything, but I feel like I've tried everything at this point, and still no luck. Just not possible. Maybe over here. Still a far distance to walk. I don't want them to have to walk very far. Where am I going to put this? About, remember, it doesn't need sun. If I'm going to place it somewhere where it has good sun coverage, then I might as well use the other ones because it doesn't use electricity. I'm going to have to think about it. I don't want it on the central structure. I want to leave the central structure now and whatever integrity it has left. I want to leave that for the, you know, regular old pleasure buildings and stuff. You know, the bathhouse, the bar, etc. I want to be able to build those things on this. That looks really cool, though. I like that thing. Yeah, that looks neat. I kind of feel like it should be out here, like one tile over. Though I think it would look cooler if it was here. And it just means that we're kind of sharing a tile with this thing now. And so I'm just going to delete this because I don't want it anymore. It's fine. Yeah. So they'll build that again. And then if I wanted people to be able to go all the way around it, kind of wouldn't look very good though to do that. What if I'm just doing this? I mean, I could just support all of this and not have a gap here anymore, you know? Just attach it like so. Now they can, you know, freely walk across this from here, from in here, right? They can walk across this now. I'm just hoping it doesn't add too much weight to the structure. So far, it seems fine. We should be able to see this thing working. Output says 17 seconds, and it says water collector 300%, rain intensity 100%. I don't see it actually moving, though, which is really disappointing. And I don't see the progress happening either, so it's a little bit weird. Times completed twice, which means it does work. But there's a 0 progress in this. And I'm not sure why. Because if I click this, it shows that the water is collected from here. It doesn't show it being collected from here, of course, which is, I don't know what to do about that. You can't, it's not gonna, unless I'm wrapping around the building. I have to have this like in the middle of the buildings, you know? Like you could have like a circle or like a square of buildings and then place these on the inside, that kind of thing. These things are collecting everything, 300%, 100%. But the output clock is ticking on this. It's not ticking here. The only thing I can think of, this is why. Same thing with my solar panels on my house. So if my battery is full and the grid is down, this is something you may not know about solar panels, but if you have solar panels on like your house or something and the grid goes down, your solar panels stop working too. So you don't have power from your solar panels if your grid goes down. However, if you have batteries at your house, then your panels continue to work because there is a place for the power to go. There has to be a place for the power to travel. That's the thing. So if you have a battery backup system, then your solar gets to keep working until your batteries are full. But if my batteries are full and the grid goes down, then my solar panels stop working too because there's no place for the power to go. Until my batteries, I think it gets down, once my batteries get to 95%, I think is what it is, then they kick back on again. They start generating again. So I think what this is, oh, I did it again, damn it. There. I think what this is it's not on, it's not working because there's nowhere for the power to go. I have full batteries and I have overproduction with other things. Like I have over this. So let's test that theory. I'm going to go ahead and take the engineers out of these two. And actually, let's take it out of a bunch of these. I think that's what's happening here. So if I take these offline, right? If I take them offline, look, it starts running immediately, right? There's now a place for this to go. So it's going to work. So this is set up correctly. It's just that I have too much power production right now for it to matter. And that's okay. I'm completely fine with overproducing power. We'll go ahead and do that and just get all these engineers assigned back to their posts. Because it just means I can add more power production or power consumption buildings. I have increased capacity for that. See if we can get... See, these are already marked to be collected, but we're just not doing it. So this would enable them to get this, I think. Yeah. And then I need to be able to get here too. So I'm going to have them have say, it goes up this way and then maybe one more. Yeah, and then we can have it come from this side. I'm hoping that gives them access to this and this so that they will break these two things down. I want these things gone. I want this gone. I want this gone. I want all of these things gone. And they're just not doing it. There needs to be, in my opinion, and that's all it is, right? It's worth whatever it's worth, right? In my opinion, there needs to be a better system for breaking down these wall segments that are sticking up because they're just hard to access. If it were me and I was designing the game, I would make bigger pieces. Instead of having a lower piece and an upper piece, I would just have it be one piece, right? This right here would not exist. It would just be this, and it would be a single piece. That way, when they broke this down, this went with it, you know? And if you want to balance it out by making it worth, you know, because this is worth 12 wood, the one below it presumably was worth 12 wood as well. So if you want to balance it out by making it worth, let's say 20 wood, that way you get a little less wood for it, but it happens much faster, right? You can balance it out that way. It's just a pain in the butt, man. There's some, let's get workers on that. It's a pain in the butt because of this, right? All of these things are just a pain in the butt. This shouldn't be possible to do, you know? We should be able to just reach up, have my people look up, or be able to access it from here. Kind of looks like they could. Like, it kind of looks like there was a piece here and they got it, right? If I do something like this, and then can I add, yeah, that. Can I get you guys to yeah, now they can get there. So it's just a really slow process, but now they're highlighting green. So like now, like they're automatically blue, right? So automatic blue is good. It's the same thing. Ooh, do I want to have, I don't think I can do that. That's a really long distance, but I might be able to by using these. You see where I'm going with this? Wondering if you let me. So in the middle is not something I can do unless I'm maybe attaching it. I guess I could attach it here. But we could still block a lot of it from being able to pass through. like that. I mean, a lot of it is coming towards me, though, isn't it? I don't know if it always is, though. That's the thing. Does the tide always go the same direction? Because if that's the case, then I don't really want to block it here. I want to block it back here, right? I want to let it flow through my base, but if nothing else, it will still stop it here, and then like the boats can still reach it here. But I think it doesn't. Yeah, it shifts. So anywhere where I can disrupt that flow is probably ideal. Anywhere where the flow can be disrupted. All right, bathhouse is done. And the middle structure is where I want to put this. And I'm thinking second floor, but I'm not sure where. How about over here? This would work, provided you guys actually get rid of this and this. Yeah, maybe I get rid of the engineering building. You know, I think I'm going to go down goods manufacturing first, and then at that point I can probably get rid of the engineering building. We're not making tools, so let's actually do that right now. Tools is here. So we use 4 power, 8 sand, and 8 metal. So I need to produce more sand. But tools production can be over here too. I can place this somewhere where it's like I can't place an edge building anyway. Okay, so I've decided to get a little creative here because why not? So I can place this building right here. And in so doing, I get a couple of benefits for doing that. The first is that I'm not blocking any extra floor space, so I could add something here if I want to later. But it's kind of nifty because the door is here, right? So I could just get... Ooh, maybe I can't just get... I thought I could get that. Hang on. Now, I can get over there, right? Come on now. Like that. Yeah, there you go. So they can make their tools here. And, you know, if it's a structural problem and we're worried about that, I'll just lift it up with that. No big deal. But they can also still walk around behind this. So it doesn't block anything. And it kind of looks pretty cool sitting there. It's pretty convenient. It's centrally located with all the resources that are inputs for it. So I like it. We're going to put engineers in here, or do we do somebody else? I think the sailors have increased production output, don't they? Yeah. The sailors, though, that's weird. But I kind of want sailors in here. So if I could maybe get some of the sailors out of the boats that allow it. The simple boats. I could probably actually delete the simple boat. Why don't we delete that simple boat? I would have 1 sailor here. I think just having 1 sailor in here is enough to give it the bonus, I think. We'll get another worker in there too. And we should see tools being produced. But we've got the metal gathering going on near here, so that's going to go there. We've got the sand happening right here, so that's going to happen. And then we have the warehouse that moves things around right next to it too. So it should be a fairly straightforward, fairly efficient location for that. I like it. And we're getting it to be glitchy again. Oh boy. Unable to reach their home. Did something else happen? This is your home. And you can't reach that. Okay, let's see why. Why is that? Are you trapped down here or something? It's right there. So that spot right there. Okay, so you're trapped. You're here. Okay, so, but when I did this, it went into your walk space. The thing is, you're not going to have that problem for very long because as soon as she's done clearing this out, actually, she's already done. Yeah, she already took care of that. So I can get rid of this now. That should free up your movement now, and you should be able to get home. No problems anymore. No tools in storage. We're fixing that with tools production, which should happen right here. There we go. And then because it's on the edge, I don't know if this will work or not, but because it's on the edge, connected building, input, produces, get 300 range. I still don't know what that is doing for me with this kind of building. 300 range just doesn't do it for me, man. Isn't there was another one right here, this one. Yeah, just range. I don't think it does anything for me. I don't think it's worth building. But if I place it here, what's it gonna, like, it doesn't even highlight the building, so I'm not sure what it's gonna even do. I don't think it does anything. Oh, you know what I did though? I messed it up because now this is in the way of the battery. Yeah. We can change that though, because I can just place this battery right on the side of it instead. Yeah. Place the battery here instead. And now it just goes straight down like that. Yeah. You can't build it there though, can you? So let's change that. Should be able to build that there now. Okay. Need more food policies unlocked. You can now change. You can further change how food influences your society by going to the policies tab and choosing new policies. That's great news. So let's check that out. So how am I going to further change it? Diet. Is there just different ones now? No water, no life. So this gives them +3 water per day maximum. I'm not ready to do that just yet. Have a cold one. Citizens get +20% happiness per water. I like that. We can do that. More happiness. Every group gaining 10 is actually pretty good. I like that. Eating before work. More happiness for food. I like it. Let's do that too. And because we're doing a lot for food, maybe I even go further with that. +2 happiness for food. -7% walk speed. I might do that one instead. Just like more happiness I can give them per food, the better, because I'm already giving them a lot of food. So many little yellow icons. The output is full. For water? You know what we need? We need pipes. I'm not sure why we need pipes, but I see them in the game, and I feel like this whole setup right here, we could pipe all the water into a big ol' storage, which I haven't researched the big storage yet, but we could get water pipes and then just funnel into these big old warehouses, right? Yeah. Oh, we don't even do that. These are for people to work in. Oh. Oh, weird. So this is the only size we have for storage on water? Water storage is just this? I don't know how I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, let's try this and see if it does anything to us. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that to hold all of them up. And then I'm gonna go like that to make sure that they're all accessible. And then when we get pipes, I will try to pipe them into this. I think that will make a lot of sense, you know? I think it's gonna make a lot of sense. We'll go that way with it. And then that's kind of it. I know it's just a simple rain catcher for this whole thing, but we'll have pipes that funnel it into here. It won't be being caught here. It'll be funneled into that way. That'll be fine. All right. There's a lighthouse here too. Generates influence and attracts new sailors. Okay. Okay. Lighthouse. I mean, I want this to be super up there, but it should be at the edge of our colony. So we're over here on this side. Maybe we put it over here. Kind of in the way, but it just can't interfere with the wind turbine. I think maybe this is okay. I think this is okay. I don't think this interferes with the wind turbine. It's just about whether we can get to it, and I think we can. If I go like this. Now, obviously, it's getting in the way of this. But this thing's about to move anyway. I don't really want it here. So we're going to move this. Have this be somewhere else. Somewhere more useful. Somewhere like this. Can place it at the top of this building. Yeah, we'll just set it up here and find a way to get people up there, you know? Just find a way to get ourselves up there later. But the lighthouse being here is good. And then we'll just go around this for a second so that our people can get there to build it. And then obviously we need people to be willing to do this as well. You know what? They're not going to do that, are they? They're not, because this is in the way. It says it's moving at 0 miles per hour. Is that it? Maybe if I do this. If I do that, will they access this? I mean, they can stand on this, right? Here, let's try it this way, just so I can get to the lighthouse. Oh. You need extra support? There you go. All right, that should take care of the lighthouse access. Should also get them onto this platform, and then they can slowly start to work on all of these things. Yeah, I got to stop the debris from going past me. Stopping the debris is pretty good. The boats are busier now than they usually are. Been liking that. It's been great. I do want to use more decorations, just not quite there yet. And we'll do it on this side, I guess. Wow. It's acting like it's supported all the way out this way. That's kind of cool. I think it needs a bit more support. We'll do that. All right, well, that'll stop it from coming through here. The boat can still pass, and then we want to maybe do something over this way too. I don't know. I think I'm good with the progress. This video is long, right? We're pretty long. I go into these things with a plan. I want to execute that plan. But then like other things pop up along the way. And so I end up kind of, I don't want to say getting distracted per se, but like I end up sort of getting off my original plan. I end up doing multiple things at once. We multitask, right? And I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that, maybe if I was somebody who spent more time, what if you had one video a week instead of one video a day? But, and this is a genuine question to you. Instead of having one video a day or one, let's say 5 videos a week or 4 videos a week, what if you had one video a week? But that video had a lot of progress. It was highly edited. It was very structured, very focused. It didn't show you everything. It didn't show you all this information, right? I feel like there are a huge number of Let's Players that follow that format that do really well. I've often wondered whether or not I should follow that format because I know how to edit. I've made a feature film. Like I'm very talented with video. I just don't employ it very often because I have more fun with this format. But I'm curious on your feedback. Do you like how scatterbrained I am sometimes? You want to see everything? Let me know. I'm gonna start recording the next one right now. Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Bye bye.